Feels like it's been a really long time since the last time I did a vlog. I don't think it's been that long. A couple of weeks. Maybe a few weeks. Has it been a month? I don't think it's been a full month. The last one I did was after midterms, I think. And we're coming up on the end of the semester now. There are 2 weeks left of classes, and then finals for whatever classes don't give the finals in the last 2 weeks. And I think the only one I have in finals week is French, which I'm mildly worried about because it's cumulative, and we've done a lot of different tenses over the past 10 weeks. Has it been 10 weeks? Over the past however long it's been. We've done a lot of different tenses, and I hate them all. I hate the past tenses. I hate every past tense. But I really, really, really hate the subjunctive. It makes no sense. She told us that we don't have to use the subjunctive in English, and I don't. I never do. I'm not even sure how to. But you have to use the subjunctive a lot in French, and I hate it, and I don't understand it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to do badly on the test that I have coming up this week, and that kind of sucks, because I've been doing really well in French this semester. And I'm not done with the damn subject. I have to take it again next semester. More of it. 124 to follow up 123. And I hate it. I shouldn't hate it as much as I do. I don't really hate it all the time. I just really hate it right now. I'm sure I'll like it a lot more if I ever go back to Montreal, on the off chance that ever happens in my lifetime. Seeing as I don't have a passport. Whatever, it's Canada. It's not like I haven't been there already. Yeah, so last couple of weeks of classes coming up. I have 5 papers I need to do in the next week and a half. 2 of them are due Thursday. One of them is due on the 7th. One of them is due on the 10th. And there's one more in there that I don't know when it's due off the top of my head. But I have so many things. Oh, the other thing is a PowerPoint presentation, and that's due Thursday too. And most of what I have due is for Jan, Professor Me, who I really like, but he really gave us a lot of work at the end of the semester, and I only just finished doing the long paper for him, so now I have 2 smaller papers and a PowerPoint to do by Thursday. So that's basically all I'm going to focus on for the rest of the week. The other papers can wait until the weekend, I guess, but I need to get these things done. It's all about mass media and how to use the mass media, and how would you use the mass media to campaign on this topic of your choosing. And one of the things he wants us to do is write out our lesson plan if we were teaching the class. So I'm wondering if he's just going to take the best one and use that to teach the class next semester, or what's going on there. It's not my favorite assignment. I think it's, no, it's alright, I suppose. I'll get it done. I won't be happy about it, but I'll do it. And it might not even suck. But yeah, those 2 papers are actually the last part of the second test he gave. And I got an A on the first part, so I'm not too worried about the second part. And I have an A in the class so far. And I know I'm getting a really good participation grade, so I'm not too worried about it. Kind of worried about the presentation I'm doing, because it's about the portrayal of bisexuals in the media, which is a subject near and dear to my heart, being an out and proud bisexual who has, like, nobody to look up to in the media, as far as television shows go, at least. So I went and I did my research, mostly with the help of Wikipedia and TV tropes, actually, and I found all the bisexuals that have ever been on television, ever, and there's not really that many of them, and most of them were on either sci-fi shows or premium cable channels, so that's a little bit disappointing. And I went over, like, the stereotypes about bisexuals and how they're reinforced by the media, and how a couple of really good portrayals have cropped up lately. So I'm supposed to talk for 10 minutes about that, and I'm not really sure I can wring 10 minutes out of the subject. A lot of the PowerPoint is going to be like pictures of the different ones and being like, this is a really cool bisexual, excellent portrayal, sci-fi. This is not such a good portrayal, drama. This is a really bad portrayal, drama. This is really terrible, never watch reality television. No, I'm not even going to touch reality television. That's just a cesspool I have no need to delve into. But I got the paper done today, so that's good. Getting things done slowly but surely. I really intended to have everything done by the end of Thanksgiving break, and I got one thing done, and nothing else started, although I know more or less what I'm going to do for all the rest of my papers. I haven't actually started doing them yet, so, yeah, I have a lot of work to do over the next week and a half, is basically what it boils down to. And everybody has a lot of work to do. We're all stressed out. All of my friends, we all don't even know what's going on anymore. End of the semester. And really, the end of the semester hasn't been a big deal for me recently because I've been going to community college and it's been like, oh, final exams. These aren't really that bad. I didn't really have, like, huge papers due in any of my classes, let alone all of my classes. So I'm not in the habit of freaking out at the end of the semester, and it's not pleasant, and I don't like it. But I'm going to survive, because that's what I do. I'm a strong woman. I will carry on, hopefully with decent grades. I really, really hope I scrape a B in everything. I'm going to be really disappointed if any of my midterm A's turn into final grade C's. I don't think they will unless I massively bomb like everything I have left to do, which I'm not planning on doing. I'm planning on rising to the occasion and defeating my procrastination, hopefully, with a little bit of luck and self-determination and judicious application of rewards. My reward for myself? Well, tonight I got the long paper done. My reward was I got to watch the first Harry Potter movie. Tomorrow, planning on completely finishing the PowerPoint presentation, and if I do that, I get to watch the second Harry Potter movie. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to finish those other two papers. No, Tuesday. I'm going to finish those other two papers, or at least one of them. And if I get at least one of them done, I get to watch the third movie. And then I'll finish the last one on Wednesday and watch the fourth movie. So by the end of the week, I'll have everything done, and I'll have watched all 6 Harry Potter movies. And I just saw the 7th one like 2 days ago. And it was really good. And everybody has grown up so much, because I watched the 7th one, and then I watched the first one, and they were all so itty-bitty. They were tiny little people. I was never that small when I was that age. I probably was. I don't remember it. I have very poor memory of being younger than 13. Don't really remember most of it. And I'm not really sure how peculiar that is, because a lot of people I know seem to have really good memories of their childhood, like really clear memories. I don't really. Like, most of my childhood memories are probably false memories, actually, because they're reinforced by the stories my parents tell, so whatever I remember is really distorted from how it actually happened. I learned about that in logic, false memories, and how memory is really, really, really fallible, and just completely unreliable in any and all cases you need it to work. So never trust your memory, basically, is what that comes down to. Okay, I got 5 more minutes. So yeah, end of the semester, bunch of stuff to do. Oh, on Saturday, Saga is having a drag show, and I really, really wanted to participate in it, But if I want to do it, I'm going to need to get a suit and a haircut by the end of the week. And I can neither afford the time nor the money to acquire those two things. So I'm not really sure I'm going to be participating in the drag show, which is a downer, because I really wanted to. And I guess I'll be, like, showing up in drag as far as that goes, because most of my wardrobe is men's clothing anyway, because I hate how female pants are cut, and I like button-up shirts. So generally I just shop on the guys' side of any store I go into. That's not to say my entire wardrobe is male clothing, but a decent enough portion of it that on any given day I could reasonably say that I'm dressing in drag. I have to bind down because boobs are huge. Really, they're such a pain in the ass sometimes, but mostly when you're trying to pass for male, that just really doesn't work. Unless you want to look like you've got moobs, which I don't, because moobs are icky. Wow, that got kind of off topic. Moobs. But yeah, I've been at home for Thanksgiving, and this is the first chance I've had to take a bath the day before I go back to school. So, trying to relax and enjoy it. I read over the past week and a half, 2 weeks, the whole Harry Potter series. I'm currently reading Deathly Hallows. I'm about quarter of the way through it now. So that's what I was doing, reading in the bathtub. And I'm not going to have time to read when I'm busy working on everything. So many things to do. So I'm just not going to do that anymore. I'm going to put aside the book. And I have so many books I'm bringing home with me over winter break. Oh, and my internship. I have to get my internship set up this week because I have to have it finalized by December 10th. And then I have to do it between the time I leave school on, I think, the 15th of December is the last day I need to be there. So I'm going to leave pretty much as soon as I'm done with my finals. Unless my friends give me a good reason to stick around. Which they might. I wouldn't put it past them. And then after I leave school, I can start doing my internship right away. I don't have to wait until January to do it, but I'm going to be doing it over the course of January. And hopefully I'll be working with the Cayuga Seneca Community Action Agency, which helps out low-income families and individuals with social services and stuff like that, which is basically what I want to be doing with the rest of my life, so they're the perfect organization for me to intern with. So I have to get that set up, which shouldn't be too difficult once I actually write out my resume, which I haven't done yet, because it's super unimpressive, because I've only worked at like 3 places in my lifetime, and 2 of them I worked at for less than 3 months. So it's like, McDonald's, Borders, and then the Salvation Army, and I worked at the Salvation Army for like 4 or 5 years doing different things. I ran the thrift store briefly. I worked there, then I took over when the old lady who really ran it wasn't around, so I co-managed it, I guess, and then I was the secretary for a couple of years. And I really liked working there, and that's where I got my whole I want to be a social worker thing from, so I'll be back doing something I really like, being helpful to people, so that's good. And that's what I'm going to be doing once I finish all of my exams. And I'm gonna go kill myself thinking about all this now.